Lewis Gregory going short, and that's not the place to bowl to Joe Clarke.
Most mobile. It's a good shot, isn't it? He's just erred a little bit. I mean, these are quality players. That,
straying a bit to leg.
That's a
It's
good
going to be
shot.
4 more.
It's 4 more. It's beautifully clipped again.
Bashir continuing from the river end. Be a run here. Out to long on.
It's 50 for Clarke and a very polished innings. He's been a great nick this summer.
Worked away. There'll be at least 2 here.
At least 2 and possibly 4. In fact, it is 4. There's no one back on the square leg boundary, and it's a short boundary there, and that was beautifully timed.
Up in the air, and that could well go all the way. It does.
It does, yeah. That was. He played a shot like that earlier in the first innings, and he hit it with immense authority then.
Shot. Going to be at least a couple. It might be pulled in actually, just inside the rope.
No,
oh dear! That, having got all the way there, that's a bit of an unforced error.
Yeah. That's far too leg side, and that's
It's going to go for 4, isn't it? I don't think that's going to be.
Yeah, he's it's a poor ball, but he's picked it off beautifully and hit it nice and fine. But that's not the line that this field can. But it's not working by and large.
I think that is the danger with a player that's got that attacking mind. Somerset bowlers.
Well, he's gone for the bigger shot, a biggish shot, and he hasn't hit it with quite the certainty that Clarke has shown.
A few kilometres.
Oh,
what a shot that is.
I think that was a good shot, I think. And Pretorius is not so sure. But I think he's coming to the end of his tether now. That's a dismissive sort of cut slap shot.
Yeah, I think some of the seam bowlers will be hoping for a bit of a rest. Another boundary. Runs are flowing here. Clarke on to 96, 1 hit away. Pretorius having a good.
Everything changes, of course, when you've got 2 batsmen in, one of which is playing, and that's his 100. Actually, he's raced to his second 50. Has not done so in red ball cricket on a regular basis. That's 4 runs, beautifully timed, just over pitched. You won't catch it.
I'm trying to think of who would have been.
Dabbed away this time. There'll be runs here.
More runs. Joe Clarke.
Probably the 1970s. Is that up in the air? It's found the gap between the 2 fielders anyway. Down the leg side.
I can
and
think
helped
of one
away.
of the one syllable catchphrases from that Father Ted would be said by the bowlers.
Up in the air and over the top.
Will Young has had a go for it. I tell you what, I don't think Lewis Gregory would be disappointed with that. He's played from the crease.
That is up in the air, and it's going to be 4.
Minimum, yeah. Just want to get on with it. It's a good shot and not a very good ball. Delicate late cut, and it's got enough pace on it to beat the backward point fielder. Hasn't swung. We haven't really. That's a well-guided 4. Actually, just waited a bit to beat the cover fielder.
Wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't, and it could easily be Davey or Pretorius. It looks like
Lewis is doing some loosening.
No,
that's not Lewis, is it? That's not Lewis.
That's the second slip, which
from 217 balls. You're right. You said he was getting greedy.
Oof. Well, he's got a first-class best of I think it's 229.
Right. He was a wonderful, wholehearted pace bowler, and Pete was right. He was that's it, and it's quite a flourish to get there. Lovely little push drive, square the wicket. So that's the second Centurion.
Yeah, they've both played beautifully, and I bet Vic Marks, in his wildest dreams, as wild as that shot is, wow, that is a stunning straight drive.
71% now. That's another glorious straight drive, this time from Joe Clarke. Just saying to Will Young, well, you can do that, so can I.
Bowled hard, they've bowled well in patches. I echo that view about Pretorius. I mean, that is an unbelievably good smothering cover drive from Joe Clarke. Moves into the 180s. He's gone around the wicket, angle across, and that's one of the things that I'm sure a lot of the modern players can echo. What a shot that is from Joe Clarke. Again, releasing that bottom hand, whipping it through, so why you got so much power there. Four thighs, chips with peri-peri salt, and a slog sweep.
Which
For 4 runs, Will Young. That is very much a Ross Taylor-esque. Oh, and down the ground now, all the way for 6, straight back into the Trescothic stand. The Nottinghamshire pair are making hay now.
all of the day was probably the one that got Hasib Hamid.
Yeah, definitely was. Beautiful shot there from Will Young. Nice straight bat over mid-off for 6. Very classically executed there from Will Young.
Up in the air, and that, I suspect, is going to be 6 more. Has it?
That was a
No,
hell
first
of a
bounce.
heck of a crunch into the advertising boards. Yeah, the 375, then the 401. I mean, it was just prolific with those mammoth scores. Joe Clarke's hit one high, high, high. There we go, round the corner, into the leg side. There's a magnificent double 100 for Joe Clarke. He's been frustrated. Square drive there from Will Young.
Which is left alone, and that, I think, will be that. Yep, Russell Warren is going to pick off the bails.